Hey, what's going on, you all? I'm Ralph Sutton and welcome to LoudPac.com. Today we're here at the Mixing Music Success Bootcamp. Today we're getting ready to talk to Control the Chaos, and they're going to tell us about their experiences being independents and also how they're using the internet to develop and to grow their fan base and to help them overall. Hey, what's going on, indie music world and indie music professionals? So today here on LoudPac we have Zach and Cody, and the name of you all's band is
Control the Chaos. Ed Fazio, his dad, our farm manager, he actually came through, guided us, showed us the ropes on how to do like all social media, setting up our web pages, monthly updates. We were very strict on that. Always new content, whether it was a new song, a new video, anything. We just try to release out just to the masses so we would get hits and try and get noticed. So.
Yeah. And with performances, typically where are you guys performing?
We did most of our shows when we were getting started, obviously locally in Las Vegas. After we kind of broke out of Vegas, we started doing shows out in LA. And then from there, we decided to go on a self-funded tour. Seattle was awesome. All the way back.
Country.
Yeah, and then all the way back up to Hollywood, and then kind of just went in the triangle.
Right. You know, when we think of Seattle, that was literally the home of the indie rock movement with Nirvana. It's like fruit on a tree, and all the record companies were going up there snatching the talent. So in your indie music experience, what's the part that you guys like the most?
Me personally, I really love performing. Like, I just love going out there, doing my thing, unleashing what I do. I mean, we are a heavy metal band, so I mean, that's a very emotional genre, and people can really get into that type of genre. And with me personally, it really helps me just let out a lot of stress, a lot of anything. So I mean, my nickname on stage is Maniac. So you can only imagine the things I would just do on stage, just going around, just jamming out.
Right. So it's a traditional metal band.
Yeah. Yep.
2 guitars, bass, and drums.
Yeah.
And management is your pop.
Yeah.
Now your pop has experience in the business, in management, or was he a musician also?
He was a product salesman for Microsoft. He took that knowledge in business and pretty much turned that into a moving train of just independentness for us. We decided to be independent on every aspect. He taught us, he's like, well, you need a web presence. So like, well, what's a web presence? So fan base, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all the main ones. And then that built up a fan base. And after a while, we started getting like 40 people a show, 50 people a show continuously. When you get 50 people to a show on a Tuesday night, that's incredible.
Yeah, we sold the Whiskey Go-Go out on a Monday night.
Wow.
I mean,
that's they
awesome.
asked us to come back Friday night, and we sold it out Friday night.
So your experience at the Village, what was that like for you guys?
We actually made a whole documentary out of that itself.
Right.
It was just such a phenomenal trip going.
There's no words to really describe just the
Right.
intensity, the vibes, just the feeling. You're like, it almost doesn't feel real that you're actually there.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. You know, it's really exciting also to hear you talk about your internet work and things of that nature so that people can follow you. When you're doing your internet marketing, what are you noticing? Do you guys have people that are consistently coming back to your site and leaving comments, or how is that working out for you?
Well, like what I mostly see with like our traffic, like we just always like try and get a lot of new hits because our main thing is just trying to get to the #1 spot on Google without paying for that. So our main thing is going through and just literally every profile we have, just tag it. Each day we come up, there's at least some new type of person that's checking us out.
And it's interesting you talked about tagging because that really is so crucial.
Oh, very.
Yeah. Without tagging, literally Google can't find you either.
Yeah, and you're pretty much invisible online.
Exactly.
Keeping our fan bases, we actually made a band phone number. So our fans can actually text us while we're on tour. So literally our phones were nonstop, like every 2 seconds. It'd be like, is this really you? You'd be like, yeah, this is really
Yeah,
us.
what do
And
you
it's
want?
like, prove it. It's like, take a picture. It's like,
Right.
holy, it's really you. Like, yeah, that's what really just like the personal
Interactivity.
Yeah.
That was a great idea.
Yeah, and that's what that was our main thing was. Like, we focused a lot on being personal with our fans, because we would notice we would personally go to a lot of shows, because we did a whole thing in Vegas called Scene and Be Seen, where we would go out and support the local acts, because we felt like a huge competition between everybody, and we're like, why have it be a competition? We can all help each other and support each other, because if you go up, we all will go up.
I mean, if we weren't playing shows, we were in the shows.
And everybody, and that's what really helped too. Before the end of the week, we had 50 new hits up.
Right. And each one of those hits counts. And especially because you guys are so interactive with your fans, then they're going to tell somebody that they dig you. And then those people are going to be like, oh, let me check these cats out.
Absolutely.
And before you know it, now you got a new fan.
Yeah.
So now, what are some of the other genres that you guys dig and support?
I'm very open-minded. Like, when I first heard you produced iTCHY, I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I can't believe it. Because
Engineered iTCHY,
yeah.
I mean, if our drummer was here, he'd probably just pull your side and be like, thank you.
Right.
Huge
But
fan.
I was kind of ignorant when I was first coming into the whole musician craft, and I was just listening to metal and explored, did my own thing for a minute, and then I really started understanding like other groups. I'm really into the oldies now, like anything from like the Temptations to Bobby Caldwell to Al Green.
Got it.
I mean, I just absolutely love.
So you're
that
digging
type
the vocals and the
yes.
storylines.
Oh yes, oh yes, absolutely. My girlfriend, she's mixed interracial, and so she's really like bringing out the funk in me.
Right.
And so I'm like, it's really
stirring your roots.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's really helping me out now. Picking up my electric guitar, I'm sitting down with my acoustic guitar and writing anywhere from funk to a reggae to just a nice, easy, calm hip hop. It really opens your mind to learning new things instead of just sticking to that one genre.
Yeah, because it can kind of cross over into your genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like anything that we listen to that's outside of metal, it's like, hey, maybe I can incorporate that into some type of metal riff, and it'll be something completely new that's never been done.
I mean, we've done things with crossovers with rap artists and, you know, our history. I mean, we want to do stuff with DJ Ecstasy. I mean,
Yeah, like we actually did the song "Friends." We covered that song with a hip hop group, and and we actually just played full on. It was all a heavy metal track, and after that collaboration, we were kind of just like, you know what? We're just open to anybody that wants to collaborate with us, because I mean, it's fun. It gets your name out there on both sides of the genres and music-wise. So.
And you know, it's funny that we don't see that done even more, because it's been massively successful when it's done.
We actually took the idea, you know, when Anthrax did it with Public Enemy.
Yeah.
On the Noise. That was like, wait a second, why don't we do that? Like, Anthrax is heaviest of heavy. Public Enemy is like
The heaviest of
the
heavy.
heaviest of heavy.
Exactly.
You put them together, and you get this like. You get
Crazy,
both.
entertaining,
You get both to come together. You get both sides. That's a win-win on both sides.
Yep. And it helps us all socially.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
because
yeah.
now we're in a whole new era, and some of the old behavior is going away, even though it's being fought. Hey, what's the webpage?
ControlTheChaos.com or Facebook, just Control the Chaos, or even if it's just simple enough, just Google Control the Chaos, and we'll be right there at the top.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks again, fellas.
No problem at all.
Cool. Control the Chaos. LoudPac.com. Check it out.